When I wake up in the morning, I'm in disbelief at how bad I've let things get because of how out of control my weight's gotten. I've gotten so big now, doing just about everything is difficult.
When I wake up in the morning, the first thing I do is I thank God that my body didn't give out during the night. Because my health is so bad now, I never know when my body's gonna hit its limit. And it's only getting worse.
This is Kanae's story. Kanae's only way of moving around her house is by holding onto the walls for balance. If those walls weren't there, she honestly couldn't do much. Her life has become unbearable, and she hates herself for letting things get this far. She's so big that her nephew has to help her out of bed every morning. Taking a shower is also an exhausting struggle filled with pain. Every simple task feels like torture, but maybe this will be the wake-up call she needs to finally change her life.
Hey, fat?
No.
I'm ready to get up, baby.
I live with my husband, my mother-in-law, and my sister-in-law, Shawanda,
And 3 children who belong to Shawanda and who we share the responsibilities of raising.
Kanae really doesn't have it easy, but thankfully, she's not alone. Living by herself would have been a disaster. She stays with several family members who help her manage day-to-day life. Ironically, she's supposed to be helping them take care of the kids, but her weight keeps her from doing much. She can't even stand for longer than 45 seconds before her legs start to ache so badly that tears roll down her face. Watching her struggle through that pain makes it clear just how serious her situation truly is.
but every single one of them has to help take care of me in one way or another. These days, even standing is a painful thing for me now.
I can't stand up on my own for more than about 45 seconds. If I make it to the minute mark, I'm in tears.
Now you can understand why something as simple as taking a bath feels like a major battle for Kanae. She can't wash herself properly, so she depends on the kids to help her. It breaks her heart every time, but there's nothing she can do. Even after bathing, she leaves a mess behind that the children still have to clean up. She hates seeing them do that for her, yet she's trapped in a body that no longer listens to her. How did she ever let things spiral this far out of control?
You can't be 600 pounds and have too much pride. If, your teenagers are helping you take a shower to keep you from smelling.
So I just swallow my pride and let them do it because it's got to be done. And there are areas that I just can't reach.
It's not hard to trace where Kanae's food issues started. They began when she was just a kid. Her mother used food as comfort for her and her siblings, always offering meals as a way to show love. Kanae never learned how to say no. Things got worse when she became an adult living alone. With her own money and no one to stop her, she'd finish work and immediately grab takeout, loading up on fast food. That habit became a dangerous routine that slowly took full control of her life.
So now I was independent and had to fend for myself. But that independence wasn't good for my eating habits.
I didn't buy groceries. I ate out. I was making my own money. You just drive through. So my eating habits changed
For the worse,
and it was at that time
my weight had gotten up to
around 400 pounds.
That's absolutely heartbreaking. Kanae wanted to make her husband happy by giving him children, but life had other plans. She was diagnosed with PCOS, a condition that made it nearly impossible for her to conceive. The emotional pain of infertility, mixed with her growing size, left her broken. Her husband never judged her, but she felt worthless and guilty. The sadness weighed her down so much that food became her escape. Every meal was her way of numbing the pain, but it only made her condition worse over time.
it's only gotten stronger, but there were some struggles.
Infertility can put a strain on the relationship. I just always figured that once I found someone that I wanted to settle down with, I'd get pregnant, we'd have kids, we'd go on with life. But I wasn't getting pregnant. I was diagnosed with PCOS.
It's always inspiring when someone finally realizes it's time to change. Kanae admits she wants to live, not just survive, but truly live and be part of her family's lives. She knows things have gone too far, and if she doesn't act soon, her body might give up on her completely. Now that she's decided to see Dr. Now in Houston, the biggest challenge ahead is actually getting there. For someone her size, even a short trip can feel like a mountain to climb, but she's ready to try.
I don't want him to know it because seeing the number will make it real. The last time I weighed, I was 613, and
I'm so afraid that it's gonna be a lot more than what it was. I don't want Rodney to see it. I really don't want to see it.
Well, technically, she only added 1 pound. That's not terrible, right? After the exhausting trip to Houston, Kanae was anxious about stepping on the scale. She hoped her weight hadn't increased too much. The number flashed, 614 pounds. That's just 1 pound higher than her last recorded weight, but it's still dangerously high. Seeing that number left her speechless. Her mother looked worried too. The journey was hard enough, but now the real challenge begins. Let's see what Dr. Now thinks about where she currently stands in her fight.
I guess that's some good news, that I only gained 1 pound, but I know it's still a number that has to go down. My body's breaking down and I'm running out of time, and so I have to get help today to change that. I'm desperate for it, and I know something bad is gonna happen if I'm not able to do that really soon.
Dr. Now didn't sugarcoat anything, but it's clear he genuinely wants to help Kanae. He told her that ideally, she needs to lose about 100 pounds in a month. That's a lot, but he also gave her a more realistic goal. If she can shed between 60 and 80 pounds, he'll move her into the official weight loss program. From there, if she continues showing commitment, he'll approve her for surgery. The only question now is whether Kanae truly has the drive and discipline to make it happen. Time will tell.
How y'all doing?
All right.
Good. You doing okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, so you must be Kanae. And who else do you have with you?
This is my husband, Rodney, and my sister-in-law, Shawanda.
All right, great. So you're 41 and you are 614 pounds, huh?
Yes, sir.
The disappointment on her face says it all. After returning home from her first appointment, Kanae really did try. She followed the plan as best as she could, though her leg pain made movement nearly impossible. She returned for her second check-in, hoping for progress. The scale showed she'd lost only 22 pounds, far below the goal Dr. Now had set. Her heart sank. She wanted recognition for her effort, but deep down, she knew that the results weren't enough to convince the doctor she was serious.
Since seeing Dr. Now, I've been working extremely hard to do the things I need to get better and improved. It's been hard though, harder than I thought. You know, Dr. Now's exercise regimen for one didn't account for the amount of pain that I have with my legs and knees because of my weight. I can't just get up and walk outside.
Wow, that reaction was unexpected. After checking her weight, Dr. Now confronted Kanae about her lack of progress. He pointed out that she wasn't sticking to her diet the way she should. Instead of accepting the feedback, Kanae got defensive. She grew angry, saying that the doctor didn't appreciate the effort she was putting in. She even snapped back that losing 100 pounds in a month wasn't realistic and that he should understand that. You could see the frustration written all over her face during that heated exchange.
When you're 600 pounds, if you follow a diet, you can lose 100 pounds a month.
Okay.
If I put you in the hospital for 1 week and put you on 1,200 calorie diet, you know how much you're gonna lose that?
Therapy might just be what she needed all along. After the confrontation, Dr. Now recommended counseling to help her deal with her emotions. In therapy, Kanae finally opened up about her past and admitted how much she blamed her mother for her struggles. It was painful, but necessary. Talking about her trauma helped her understand her emotional triggers. Now that she's addressing her past, she might finally be ready to focus on her health. Maybe, just maybe, this is the breakthrough she needed to truly turn her life around.
Are you Kanae?
Yes, sir.
Hi, Kanae. Come on in. I'm Dr. Paradise.
I don't doubt that doing some therapy will help me, but I'm not really sure it will do much with my weight loss like Dr. Now thinks. But we'll see, I guess.
Nicole hates what her life has become, and she knows that if she doesn't change soon, she might not be around for much longer. The sad part is, she doesn't even know where to start. At just 23 years old, Nicole weighs over 600 pounds. Every single morning feels like a battle between life and death. She wakes up surprised that she's still breathing, and yet her body feels heavier with every passing day. Could this be the end for Nicole? Let's find out how her story begins.
My body just trembles in pain and it never ends. It just gets worse. And it's hell to get out of bed. But as soon as I get up in the morning, I gotta eat something or I feel like I'm gonna throw up. So I keep something to snack on in my room, but I still can't get up to get it myself.
Wow. It's actually shocking that the first thing Nicole does after waking up is eat. She says that if she doesn't snack on something before taking a bath, she feels like she's going to throw up. The craziest part? Her boyfriend still has to help her get that snack every morning. Watching her struggle to move even a little bit just to get food shows how bad things have gotten. Nicole's life revolves around eating, and the scary part is she doesn't know how to stop.
Charlie,
Yeah.
can you please come here? Can you please give him those potato chips?
I'm gonna go gather all your bath stuff.
Thank you. I've gotten so big that I could barely get up and get around. So my parents live with us to help take care of me and my 2 kids. But usually it's Charlie who helps me in the morning. But I can't fit through the bathroom door anymore.
Damn, this is honestly heartbreaking. Nicole can't even take her bath in the bathroom anymore because her size won't allow her to fit in. Instead, she sits in a wheelchair outside the house while her boyfriend helps wash her body. It's a humiliating situation, but she has no choice. She can't reach every part of her body, so her boyfriend does it for her. Even though he says he doesn't mind, Nicole feels horrible about needing so much help just to stay clean.
And sometimes it almost feels like it's gonna rip off my body. I'm sick of feeling like this. I'm sick of looking like this. And I'm sick of not being able to take care of myself. Because I feel very trapped. This is nowhere near where I thought I would end up. And I don't recognize myself anymore.
It's easy to see why Nicole hates her body so much. Her boyfriend basically has to do everything for her: cook, clean, bathe her, and even help her move around. She never imagined her life turning out this way. She feels trapped inside a body she can no longer control, and watching her boyfriend do so much for her makes her feel even more guilty. She can't help but wonder how food became the thing that destroyed her life and her happiness.
I've struggled with my weight almost my entire life. And even as a toddler, I remember food is what made me happy. When I was little, me and my mom never really got along because she had a really bad temper and would explode on me for things that I just didn't understand.
Phew, things are starting to make sense now. Nicole's addiction to food didn't come out of nowhere. When she was a child, her parents were both addicted to cocaine. Anytime they ran out of it, chaos would break out at home. The fights, shouting, and fear became a part of her childhood. The only thing that ever brought her comfort was food. It became her safe place, her escape from the violence. The more pain she felt, the more she ate.
And when he wasn't there, all I had to run to was food. And by the time I was 14, I was well over 200 pounds. But then things got even worse. My dad started using cocaine on the road, and he brought it home to my mom. So they both got addicted.
Her dad going back to drugs even after getting out of jail must have been devastating. Nicole explains that when her dad went to prison for drug possession, she hoped things would change when he came back. Sadly, he returned home and went right back to doing drugs with her mother. At that point, Nicole knew home was no longer safe. She decided to leave, even though she had nowhere to go. That decision would shape the rest of her life.
And by the time my dad got out of prison when I was 18, I was up to 500 pounds. And with my dad home again, we were able to get a house and get off the streets. But even after him being sober in prison for 2 years,
That's really sad, but at least there's a small light at the end of the tunnel. Nicole's parents have finally stopped doing drugs and are now helping her take care of her kids. Since she can't move around like she used to, their help means everything. Still, there's always that fear they might go back to their old habits. Nicole's situation is critical, and time is running out. She needs to see Dr. Now as soon as possible before it's too late.
Time you're 25, you'll be in a wheelchair. Time you're 30, you'll be dead. But if she don't do something, she ain't gonna be around to raise her kids.
I'm very worried that her grandchildren are gonna grow up without a mother because I'm afraid she's gonna die. I'm prepared for her life.
food is something that my body depends on to survive.
It's clear that everyone around Nicole is scared for her. Both of her parents worry that if she keeps eating the way she does, she might not live long enough to see her kids grow up. Her children deserve to have their mother in their lives, but Nicole's weight is standing in the way. She knows that if she doesn't do something about it soon, she could lose everything, including the people who love her the most.
Please, the whole bed moves. The whole bed moves down.
Okay.
Please tell me.
1, 2, 3.
The whole bed slid out on me.
Okay, it's on wheels.
What the? I mean, why would they do that?
You can't help but feel bad for Nicole right now. She's in constant pain, and it's only getting worse. On her way to Houston to see Dr. Now, she started feeling unbearable pains, forcing them to stop for the night. When they finally got to the hotel, she couldn't even lie on the bed because her body was too heavy. Every move she made came with pain and exhaustion. She's terrified that her body is slowly giving up on her.
I say you try it again, Nikki.
Okay, let's just try it again! You bunch of bastards!
Just hang on, we gotta get mommy on this bed.
We're gonna take the mattress and the box spring off. We're gonna put that down.
I'll slide the whole bed over that way.
Thankfully, they found a way to get her onto the bed after all the struggle, but that night was rough. Nicole had a complete meltdown before finally falling asleep. She's mentally and physically drained, and the trip isn't even over yet. Her family wants what's best for her, but Nicole's stubbornness is getting in the way. If she doesn't start listening to the people who love her, she might lose her chance at turning her life around.
We've been driving for almost 2 days straight.
Entering Texas.
We're in Texas right now. Oh, wow. Thank God.
We only have another day of driving to go, but I'm miserable right now.
Finally, the hotel.
Phew, 684 pounds. That's how much Nicole weighs when she finally makes it to the hospital. Seeing that number shocks her to the core. She's terrified that Dr. Now might look at her and decide not to help, but deep down, she knows she needs him. This is her last chance at saving her life. The big question is, can she stay committed long enough to get the help she desperately needs?
I'm still really nervous because I know everything is going to ride on what the doctor is going to tell me.
We're not going to get in
All right, let me turn you around.
Ow.
Sorry.
God. Idiot.
But I'm scared there's going to be some issue that'll mean he can't help me.
Nicole's first appointment with Dr. Now is done. The doc tells her that she needs to lose 30 pounds in 1 month before he can consider her for weight loss surgery. That sounds easy enough, but for someone who has depended on food her whole life, it's going to be a real challenge. Nicole promises to try her best. For now, all we can do is hope she sticks to the plan and proves to the doctor that she's serious.
I'm Dr. Nazardan.
Nice to meet you. I'm Nicole.
You're Nicole.
And I'm Charlie.
Nice to meet you. All right, so you're 23 years old and you are 684 pounds?
Yes.
This isn't looking good at all. Nicole is supposed to see Dr. Now in 1 week, but her family isn't helping her stick to the diet. They don't understand how serious her situation is. While she's been trying, their bad eating habits keep tempting her to give up. The truth is, the doctor isn't going to be happy when he finds out she hasn't followed through. Nicole is running out of chances to turn things around.
I'm really tired of microwave food.
I didn't know what you guys was eating for supper, and I ate a bunch of pizzas.
What?
I was uptown riding around a little bit ago, so I stopped at that pizza shop and I ate uptown.
Just 11 pounds? That's barely any progress at all. It's obvious that her family is holding her back. They keep enabling her bad habits and feeding her the same foods that got her into this situation. Nicole is frustrated, but she knows Dr. Now isn't going to accept excuses. Still, there's a small chance he might give her one last opportunity to redeem herself. The question is, will she take it seriously this time or waste it again?
I'm a little disappointed that I didn't lose what I was supposed to, and I'm scared about what the doctor's gonna say.
But I hope Dr. Now sees that I am making progress, so I can get bariatric surgery.
Looks like Dr. Now decided to give Nicole another chance. He tells her to stop blaming her family and take responsibility for her actions. Yes, they might be part of the problem, but she's the only one who can fix her life. The next few weeks will determine everything. If she doesn't stick to the program this time, she's done for. Nicole has to prove to everyone and herself that she's strong enough to change.
I feel a little frustrated right now because I feel like I worked really hard and I don't know how I could do any better. But I'm scared because I know this may be my last chance. And if I screw up again, I'm gonna have no hope at surviving another year.
Nicole's family is falling apart. Everyone is tired of living in Houston and wants to go back home. Her mom even threatens to take the kids with her, and that's Nicole's biggest fear. Her children are the only motivation she has to keep pushing forward. Without them, she might give up completely. The stress of everything going on around her is becoming too much to handle. It's not looking good for her right now.
I don't know how it's gonna go. It's time for a change. So we just need to come together as a family and all stay on the same page. I know that everyone's gave up a lot just to come down here for me. And here we sit and I still don't have the surgery. And I know that that frustrates you.
Sadly, this ending isn't surprising. Nicole hasn't followed the diet at all, and everything at home has gone from bad to worse. Her motivation is gone, her progress has stalled, and she's stuck in the same destructive cycle. Dr. Now has done everything he can, but Nicole just can't seem to fight for herself. It's heartbreaking to say, but this might be the end of the line for her.
Hello.
Hello.
How y'all doing?
Doing all right.
All right. So I gave you a challenge to lose 30 pounds in 1 month, and you lost 11. I told you to try again and work harder, and you lost 6 pounds in 2 months. So what's going on?
This is Maya's story. At just 33 years old, her body feels like it's close to giving up. She weighs well over 600 pounds, and every morning feels like a fight for survival. Even getting out of bed takes all her energy. It's heartbreaking to see someone so young struggling this much just to exist. She doesn't know how long her body can keep going like this, but one thing is certain: if something doesn't change soon, she may not get another chance.
The first thing I do is I thank God that my body didn't give out during the night. Because my health is so bad now, I never know when my body's gonna hit its limit. And it's only getting worse.
You can tell Maya's pain runs deep. She struggles every day just to take a bath because the pain in her body is unbearable. Still, she forces herself to do it because she knows her size makes her vulnerable to infections and she can't afford to get sick. It's a reminder of how much she's lost control of her own body. Each simple task that most people take for granted has become a battle for her, but somehow she keeps pushing through.
And there are a lot of days where I don't even think I can push myself to shower.
But I know how important it is for me to keep my body clean.
Because at my size, there's a very high risk of infection because of all of my fat rubbing against itself.
It's clear that Maya's relationship with food is complicated. She tells her boyfriend she's heading out to buy groceries, but instead, she secretly drives around town, eating at different spots before she finally returns home. For her, food isn't just a craving, it's an escape, a comfort she can't let go of. It's almost as if she's hiding from herself, convincing her mind that everything is fine, even when she knows it's not. Deep down, she realizes this secret habit is destroying her.
He doesn't know when I go to get food because I get dressed to go out and I tell him it's for errands. But it's a lie, because the only thing I'm going to do is eat.
I'll be back soon.
All right.
Food fulfills me in a way I can't even describe. There's nothing in my life that can even come close to matching it.
You'd think her stomach would have limits, but it doesn't seem like it. Maya stops at 4 different restaurants before she finally remembers to grab the groceries she was supposed to buy in the first place. It's heartbreaking because you can tell she isn't eating out of hunger. She's eating to fill a void. Her boyfriend has no idea how much food she consumes, but if he ever finds out, he'll be crushed. It's not just food anymore. It's an addiction slowly consuming her life.
I'll go to 2, 3, 4 places, but the first meal is always the most important one because I always get what I'm craving first.
Can I get 2 sausage burritos, a bacon, egg, and cheese, and a sausage muffin with egg?
Now it's starting to make sense why Maya's relationship with food runs so deep. In her culture, food is more than just nourishment. It's a symbol of love and care. If someone wanted to show affection, they offered food. As a child, that meant large portions filled with heavy calories. So from an early age, Maya learned to associate eating with comfort and safety. What began as a cultural tradition turned into an emotional dependence that's followed her into adulthood, and now it's threatening her health.
And I would tell her being with her just wasn't fun at all. So there started being this rift in our relationship. And she was angry a lot of the time with her situation.
I never felt truly loved by my mom.
And that hurt. It hurt a lot.
Her story takes an even sadder turn. Maya says her childhood was filled with pain and rejection. At just 5 years old, she already weighed over 100 pounds. Her mother constantly made fun of her, calling her names and making her feel worthless. Instead of receiving comfort, she found herself turning to food for love. Every bite was her way of coping with the loneliness. What's worse, the more she ate, the more her mother criticized her. It became a painful cycle that shaped her entire life.
The way she encouraged her wasn't helpful. It just shut her down. It just made her more embarrassed and more self-conscious of herself.
Unfortunately, my dad was almost as bad as my mom when it came to his disappointment about my weight.
Maya's childhood pain didn't stop there. Her father stopped showing up in her life after remarrying, choosing his perfect new family instead. Her mother remarried too, and though her stepfather tried to make her feel loved, it couldn't erase the rejection she felt from her real dad. That kind of wound cuts deep. So, to fill the silence and ease the hurt, she did what she knew best. She ate. Every meal became her comfort, every snack her way of pretending she wasn't completely alone.
My dad remarried and they proceeded to have 2 children together, and they were the ideal family. They all were thin and beautiful and perfect, but they never included me in a single family photo.
Imagine being engaged for 4 years only to lose everything. That's what happened to Maya. She discovered she couldn't have children, and the man she loved decided to walk away. He wanted kids, and since she couldn't give him that, he left her behind. The pain was unbearable. Another person she loved, gone. After that, food became her only constant companion. It was there when everyone else wasn't. It's no wonder she eats to cope. Her heart has been broken too many times.
But then I learned that I was probably never going to be able to have kids as long as I was as big as I was. When the doctors told me that, it was very disheartening because I couldn't have the family that I wanted to have. After being engaged for 4 years, my fiance decided not having kids was too much, and he moved on.
Now, her entire future depends on one thing: losing weight. Her boyfriend dreams of having a family with her, but at her size, pregnancy is far too risky. Maya knows that if she doesn't make a change soon, her chances of becoming a mother are gone forever. It's not just about weight anymore, it's about life, love, and hope. So she turns to Dr. Now for help, praying that he can give her a second chance at both her health and her happiness.
I really wish Christian would take this more seriously.
Come pick it up.
I just hope that Christian starts to give a little more support. Because if he doesn't, then my fear is that this trip to Houston could be too much for me, either physically or emotionally.
Getting to the hospital turns into its own struggle. As Maya and her boyfriend prepare for the trip, they realize she can't fit into the car. Watching her try and fail is devastating. She's embarrassed, exhausted, and clearly heartbroken. It's a harsh reminder that her size controls every part of her life, even something as simple as getting into a car. The frustration is visible in her eyes, but she doesn't give up. Deep down, she knows she has to keep trying.
So far, this trip has been absolutely miserable. I've been on this plane for almost 4 hours, and I'm in a lot of pain. Walking through the whole airport took almost all my energy, and I haven't been able to relax or get any rest on the plane because of how cramped and uncomfortable this is.
Thankfully, things eventually start to look up. It turns out the wrong rental car had been brought for Maya, which is why she couldn't fit in. Once the right one arrived, she and her boyfriend decided to call it a night and head to the hospital the next morning. They check into a hotel, exhausted from the day's chaos. For most people, that might seem minor, but for Maya, it's a huge step forward. She didn't give up. She kept moving forward.
I may not even be able to fit if it's too small.
Are you gonna fit?
Oh, Christian, no, I can't get up.
Worst thing you can do is freak out.
I'm scared.
Don't be scared.
Please.
Come on.
Hang on. Help me. Yeah, please.
The next morning, Maya finally makes it to the hospital. The first thing she does is step on the scale, and the number shocks her. She weighs almost 700 pounds. You can see the sadness in her face. It's like the reality of her situation just hit her all at once, but she takes a deep breath and decides to face it head on. She knows it won't be easy, but meeting Dr. Now could be the turning point she's been waiting for.
After resting some, I'm feeling a little better, but not a lot to be honest. My lymphedema is still a little swollen. So I'm nervous that my swelling is gonna make my way in higher today with all the fluid I'm retaining in it. So I just hope Dr. Now takes me on as a patient and thinks I'm someone he can help.
Dr. Now doesn't sugarcoat the truth. He tells Maya straight up that if she wants surgery, she needs to prove she's serious. He puts her on a strict low-carb diet and tells her to lose 120 pounds in 2 months. Maya promises to do her best, and for the first time in a while, she seems hopeful. Still, anyone who's watched this show knows it's easier said than done. It'll take more than words. It'll take determination, and she'll have to earn every pound lost.
So what brought you down to Houston? Me. Okay, let's see what we can do for you. So you are 33 and you weigh 689?
Yes.
What is the highest weight you have been?
This weight?
This is it?
Yes.
Reality quickly hits her. Maya goes to the gym, full of motivation, but within 10 minutes on the treadmill, she's gasping for air and clutching her chest. The struggle is real. Every step looks painful. But even though she's out of breath and drenched in sweat, she refuses to stop. This moment shows just how hard this journey really is. It's not about physical strength anymore. It's about mental toughness and whether she has enough fight left to keep going.
So that's exciting, but also a little scary because I don't want to push myself to my limit again. So I know I just need to be careful and not overdo it right now.
Hello.
Hi, guys. Hi, good to see you. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for coming.
Of course.
Thanks for coming.
Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely.
I'm so glad
Thank
you
you
made
for
it.
coming.
So proud of you.
All right.
Let's
We'll
get
show
into
you.
it.
It's back here.
Finally, there's a bright spot. After 2 long months of pushing herself, Maya loses 93 pounds. Dr. Now wanted her to lose 100, but still, that's an incredible achievement. She's proud, and she should be. The joy on her face says it all. For the first time in years, she feels like she's taking her life back. Now, all eyes are on the doctor to see what he thinks of her hard work and how he plans to move her forward.
This is way outside my comfort zone. Not just to do something active like this, but to be doing it in public. I think it just goes to show how determined I am and how far I've already come.
One more, Maya. Let's do it. And 10. Good job. Good.
That was great.
The doc is impressed. He tells Maya she's done well enough to officially move into the weight loss program, and he advises her to relocate to Houston with her boyfriend to continue treatment. It feels like a new chapter for her, one filled with hope, healing, and possibilities. For once, she's starting to believe in herself again. If she can keep this momentum going, there's a real chance she'll finally get her life and her confidence back, but she can't slow down now.
You did sound very sure.
He's not excited for the weather.
What's wrong with the weather?
It's very humid here
And hot.
and hot.
To get used to heat. And we have air conditioning.
It's gonna be a big adjustment for us.
Well, it's not forever. And this is to save your life.
Sadly, things take a turn for the worse. Maya's relationship with her boyfriend begins to crumble, and the emotional stress pulls her back into old habits. She stops focusing on her diet, and at her next appointment, she's only lost 9 pounds. It's a heartbreaking setback after everything she's worked for. You can see it in her eyes. She's tired, hurt, and unsure if she can keep going. But maybe, just maybe, this won't be the end of her story.
I have to lose more weight now. And now I have a whole nother month I have to do.
This is your fault.
Oh, you haven't lost that much. Yeah.
Because of the stress of you treating me like this. I'm about to melt down. Doctor Now asked you a simple question.
Probably have some slip-ups. I'm human. We all make mistakes, but I'm gonna try my best to stay and do exactly as he says.
Just as you have patients who want to get better, so do you have patients who don't feel the need to want to get better? And that's what Dr. Now hates the most. These are some of those moments where patients were the absolute worst. William Kiefer is 34 years old, and he weighs over 600 pounds. He wakes up every morning wondering how and why he allowed his body to get to the stage it currently is. Even his mother is fed up with the fact that he doesn't want to get any better. Can he be saved by Dr. Now? Let's find out. His story starts off this way.
Could be better to stay in bed and play video games all day and just relax, kind of, just avoid the world. I move slower than I used to, but I still can get around pretty well.
That sounds like so much pain already. Williams is still able to get out of bed and have his bath by himself, which is good. The only issue now is that he feels so much pain anytime he stands for too long or puts all his weight on his feet.
Things are getting harder and worse a little by little every day. How fast I'm moving or how out of breath I get at times. Sometimes, like I said, it gets worse.
Thank goodness he does stay all by himself. Williams's mother comes to the house sometimes to assist him with some of his chores and food. Hopefully she can convince him to change his eating habits before things really start to get out of hand.
A drug, a coping mechanism, something like that.
All right, I want to make sure I make you enough.
All right.
When William wakes up in the morning, he's stressing about something and he's trying to use the food to make it go away. Oh my gosh, right now, William is so dishonest with himself about his eating habits.
Looks like we have another enabler on our hands. William's mother says that she feels bad because she always gives him what he wants to eat whenever he wants to eat it. But then again, it's not her fault per se. Williams is not always happy about his condition, and food is the only thing that gives him joy. So she does what she can to make him happy.
Step in and defend anybody, especially if they were smaller or not as athletic or not able to defend themselves. And then I would go home and eat. It was when I really first started noticing there's something not right here. There'd be days where I felt differently than I normally did for no reason.
Now, it's starting to make sense. Right from when Williams was little, he battled with depression. The sad part is, there was no one to talk to, and he would usually isolate him, which would in turn result in him shoving a lot of food down his stomach.
I even started looking at studying video game programming. But just as I was doing that, my marriage came to an end.
Willie, are you ready to go to the grocery store?
Yeah, I am.
What do you want? What are you gonna get?
I don't know, probably some like chicken, on some...
If you ask me, I'd say it's way better that they split up then than for them to split up now. Williams is at a very critical point in his life, and he needs all the support and help he can get. If his wife were to still be with him, and she decided to divorce him while on his journey, that would be devastating.
Solving it, they just kind of got rid of the people that were having the issue. They just kind of got rid of me. And then I moved out of my hotel room, and that's when the depression started to creep up on me. Because even when it's agreeable, I mean, it's divorce, it's rough, it's tough. It does take a toll mentally.
Looks like the divorce hit him more than he thought it would. Williams turned to junk food and a bad eating habit after he split with his ex-wife. It was like the only companion aside from food left him, and he went straight back to eat badly.
And it is heartbreaking to know that you can't help your son. William, I'm not going up the stairs. I'm going to leave the bags at the bottom of the stairs.
There's no lie about that. His mother could not have said it any better. Williams really needs to start to understand that he is the only one who can help himself heal and start to get better. Time is not on his side health-wise, and he needs to realize this as soon as possible.
And I know that how I'm living right now can't go on for much longer. If I don't change, my heart is going to keep getting worse until it gives out. But I'm also not ready to give up food. When I feel really down and depressed, and I'll go through a gallon of ice cream in a day if I feel that down and depressed.
Believe me when I tell you that Williams' journey is not going to be an easy one. He knows he needs help and wants to get help, but he is also not ready to give up food, because that's the only thing that makes him happy. Whew, talk about being at a crossroads with yourself.
Right now, he's a prisoner in his own body. This weight has the chains wrapped around him so tight, he has no freedom. It's just time for William to do something to help William and to love himself again.
So today I'm gonna see Dr. Now so I can get my life back on track.
That right there is every patient's nightmare, having to stand on the scale and actually see what they weigh. Well, there's no escaping it now. Williams is heading to Texas to see the doc. I love that he has finally realized he needs to start working on himself.
I've been dieting already for the past few. I'm really hoping that my hard work paid off and that I'm under 600.
You did lose some weight.
I didn't realize I lost that much.
If you'll go down the hallway to the left, room 5, I'll let the doctor know you're ready.
All right, thank you. All right.
That's pretty impressive. I honestly thought he would weigh more than 600 pounds. Looks like his dieting before seeing the doc paid off after all. He has faced one fear. Now it's time for him to face the next one. Let's see what the doc has to say.
I'm not telling the whole story. I'm finding out when he buys groceries, he's buying things like frozen burritos, frozen hot wings, ice cream, chips, sodas.
So he leave those out for me.
No, I haven't actually bought any of that stuff.
I just love Williams's mom. She's not hiding anything from the doc. Even when Williams isn't being completely honest, she tells the doc everything. It's good that she also wants to help her son with his weight loss journey by losing weight too.
You know, you need to lose a lot of weight real quick. Yeah. And the weight you lose, then this is going to go down.
Okay.
All right. Okay. I'll see that as...
Phew. That's a lot Williams has to do. I wasn't sure the doc was going to stop listing things he wants Williams to do. It seems like Williams has a lot on his plate and, most importantly, some serious improvements to make. Is he really up to the task?
It feels good to get outside my apartment, but I get winded pretty quickly. Working out makes me more positive. It makes me feel better about myself. I feel really good right now. It's kind of an improvement from what I've been walking, so it's...
Williams is actually doing much better than I thought he would. He has been going out more and doing some pretty good workouts. The only problem now is when he does so much work walking, he gets very hungry, and that makes him eat more food than he should.
William?
How are you doing?
How are you?
Doing good. Losing 70 pounds is a lot, but hopefully I lost most of that, and I'll be down in the low 500s.
Phew, that's not good at all. Williams lost just 12 pounds in the span of 2 months. His initial goal was to lose 70 pounds, and sadly, he didn't meet the mark. We all know Dr. Now is not going to be proud of his progress, but let's see what Dr. Now has to say.
People, how long do you think your heart can carry this?
I know.
You want your mother to bury you, is that it?
No.
Williams has somehow made everyone pissed. What's even more painful is that his mother is hurt because he just doesn't want to do what it takes to get to his goal. Believe me, it can be quite frustrating when you're trying to help someone and they don't appreciate your efforts.
You can say whatever you want. The scale doesn't lie.
And I didn't say it did, but like I just said.
So, you know, you keep repeating, I made it.
Well, that's just going to be that. Dr. Now is disappointed with his progress. This time around, he gives Williams the same task, and if it turns out that he doesn't lose any weight, he should not bother coming back to the hospital. There's no room to fool around anymore.
But I'm going to tell you, Dr. Now's giving you a goal to meet. And that needs to be what you concentrate on, is this is my goal.
At this point, we can all agree that his biggest fan is his mother. Regardless of his failures to meet his mark for his weight loss surgery, she still encourages him and tells him that things are going to get better. What a sweet woman.
Because I've been trying harder, but I have no idea what my loss is gonna be.
William.
How you doing?
Hi, how are you?
Doing good.
Hi.
At my last appointment, I was 5'80", and I was supposed to lose 70 pounds.
How is that even possible? Williams lost only 6 pounds? I can't even seem to understand what's going on. He did put in the work, and yet he still fails to meet the mark for his surgery. Man, could this be the end of the line for him?
I would say with that weight gain that I seen today on the scale, that scale is kind of an eye-opener today with that weight gain.
There's no way you're putting in 1,200 calories. You're at least 5,000 calories a day, at least.
Their faces say it all. Everyone is tired of the fact that Williams doesn't want to do what's needed to lose weight. Dr. Now tells him that there's really nothing he can do anymore because he doesn't want to work with anyone to lose weight. Looks like this is his final bus stop after all.
Because he still continued to just playing games and lying. So we can see going to therapy can help start breaking through to him. Because nothing anybody else has done has gotten him to wake up. But he's one of the cases that is more likely.
Margaret is just 35 years old and she already weighs over 700 pounds. She honestly can't do anything with herself. If her mother is not by her side all the time, she is practically useless. She cries every day because of how bad her weight has gotten. Is this her wake-up call? Let's find out together. She starts her story like this.
Has created a very dire situation for her. And she can barely stand up from her bed to bedside commode. When she fell, she was short of breath, and she and her mom were worried she was having a heart attack.
Men, I'm not even going to deny it. I am scared for Margaret. It looks like her case may be one of the worst that Dr. Now has ever seen. She fell down the stairs and had to be rushed to the hospital. Given the fact that she can't walk, Dr. Now is scared that she might be living her final days.
Was 6 months ago.
Who takes care of you at home?
My mom.
So your mom has any weight problem?
She had the gastric bypass.
So she had gastric bypass. Why is she providing you too much food and keep you at this weight?
Looks like Margaret is the problem after all. She tells the doc that anytime her mother doesn't give her what she wants, she fights her mom and says mean things to her. The sad part is that Margaret knows the food is killing her and she might die, but still doesn't stop eating.
For her to eat as much as she wants and get her weight up to 750 pounds. So this is a very pathological situation, and I don't see any motivation. I don't see any goal for Margaret, but I'm ready to give her all the tools she needs to change her life and try to lose some weight.
Wow, I have never seen someone whose BMI is high. Like Dr. Now said, 129 is very high and dangerous, especially when she can't move around. He tells her that he can help with a controlled diet while she's in the hospital, but she is on her own when she gets home.
Your frequency, amount, and type of food. But she doesn't have any time for playing games, because if she doesn't change her situation soon, then her time is gonna run out.
It's heartbreaking to see her in such a condition. She really does want to get better, and that's a good sign. It's not going to be an easy task, but I think she's finally ready to put in the work that needs to be done. Hopefully she can pull through.
Well, want to see you in the office and get your weight. I expected that you lose 100 pounds in 3 months.
In 3 months? Okay.
Yeah. If you continue to lose weight, then we can work with you and get you to the point that you're going to be able to hopefully have weight loss surgery.
Looks like her mother is going to keep a pretty tight leash on Margaret. The doc wants her to lose 100 pounds in 3 months, and her mom is ready to make sure that happens. Well, it's easier said than done, but let's give them the benefit of the doubt.
It's been a week since I've come home from the hospital, and since then I've been trying to eat like Dr. Now says, and to do the exercises he wants. But ever since then, I've been really scared of falling like I did before, because my legs have such a hard time supporting all my weight.
Margaret's mom sure seems to be taking really good care of her. It's always so amazing to see that these patients have people who want to take care of them and also want them to get better. I really wonder how Margaret became this fat.
Dad was very controlling, and if he said, you'd be right here, she had to be right there. That's how he was.
You want to hide your feelings away from him. Because if you argued with him, then he would call us names and just be very mean.
120 pounds at the age of 6? My goodness. I'd have to eat at least 20 times a day to weigh that much at a young age. Well, we can't particularly blame her. She says that her father was very strict, and the only way she could cope with it was to eat everything, including his meals.
My dad would make my mom leave us and go with him.
He demanded that I had to be at the hospital with him every time he went. I had to go with him to the doctors. He had to go to Dallas.
10 eggs in a row? Oh, that has to be the worst grandma on planet Earth. That explains why Margaret called her the Wicked Witch. If you can do that to your grandchild, best believe that she can do anything to anyone. It's no longer shocking why her father was the way he was.
It was hard for me to drive or do things for myself. I went on disability. My dad became more abusive. After that, my mom reached a point of no return. So she packed her stuff and left with my older sister, Tiffany.
One moment, you think it can't get any worse, and then boom, she says something that shatters your heart. Margaret's life has been filled with so much chaos and drama right from when she was a child. Now we totally understand why food became her best friend and escape.
One of them days, my mom woke me up this morning and I hurt in the leg.
All right, get your bearings together. I'm gonna fix me a cup of coffee. I'll be in here to get you up.
Every day is a new struggle.
Things don't seem to be going very well at home. Margaret's mother says that Margaret is being difficult with the whole process, and she quits almost every week. The physiotherapists are at the house to help her with some exercise. Let's hope they can make some progress.
You already have it.
Yeah, I know, but they keep pushing on you and they keep pushing on me. I think I'm
not feeling today. I told you I'd reschedule.
This is not good at all. Margaret and her mother got into a fight because Margaret says she's not ready to see the physiotherapist, and that's just making her mother get very angry. Does Margaret really have what it takes to do this?
I got you.
I'm done.
I just want you to walk one more time and then back.
I'm done. This is where you get me right now.
Get over this. I feel sorry for Margaret.
Mom, shut the hell up.
I'm not.
Margaret is really getting on her mom's nerves. Margaret sent the physiotherapists away, and her mother decided she'd help her out with moving around the house. So far, it just seems like Margaret doesn't even want to do anything anymore, and that's what's upsetting her mother.
Come right here. Ready? 1, 2.
Now let go of Mom.
It keeps going right.
Don't move, okay? Don't move. Your weight is 632.
She's lost 100 pounds.
Finally, those are tears of joy. After so much back and forth, Margaret has finally been able to lose 100 pounds. Even you can't deny that it's not been an easy journey for her. She has cried her eyes out and finally gotten a good result. Let's see what the doc is going to say.
Don't think that you have made it and relax and go back to eating cabbage.
No.
Okay.
We want to be.
I'm not going back.
We want to be down to.
That's amazing. Margaret is so lucky to have a mother like the one she has. If not for her mom, who constantly made sure she put in the work, things could have turned out far worse than they wanted. Good teamwork is what I'd call it. If she keeps this up for a month, she's going to get her surgery done.
Oh, don't dump me out.
I'm not gonna dump you out. I just got you through the door.
All right. She's got to give me a second.
Once you get up there, you gotta let go of it.
Come on, hurry, calculate. Hurry. Come on.
Your weight is 626.
I didn't lose enough.
Well, we're still doing good.
It's fine. I don't know what happened or how that's right.
Looks like we spoke too soon. It's been over a month now, and Margaret has lost only 5 pounds. Even her mom is tired at this point. You can see it written all over her face. It's almost as if she wants to give up, but she can't. Phew, and somehow it looked like things were going great.
I want you to lose 35 pounds by next month and start seeing psychotherapy. If not, then we are not moving ahead with you.
Just because we did not lose it, Margaret, does not mean we can't.
I
do
want
it
to
again.
go home.
I guess this is her final and only chance to get better. Dr. Now has set his mind, and it's all left to her now to either lose weight or continue to suffer with her pains. I'm pretty sure she knows what to do this time. With the support that her mom gives her, she can do it.
That's my foot. At my last appointment, I was 626, and I was supposed to lose 35 pounds in a month. So if I did that, the number I need to see is 591. I'm on it. Okay, kick it off.
Finally, I was starting to think that Margaret was never going to make it to the mark. She's proved everyone wrong and has finally lost 125 pounds. It took some serious guts to do what she did, and I am happy she finally made the cut. Let's see if she gets approved for surgery.
At least we're on the right track now. We just need to keep pushing and go harder. And the most important thing is that you both started psychotherapy. So I'm proud of both of you for that.
Okay, thank you.
Shiana is a 22-year-old lady who weighs over 600 pounds. Yes, you did not hear wrong. Everything scares her. From the moment she wakes up in the morning to the moment she goes to bed. She is in constant fear that her body is going to give up on her someday. Will she be able to achieve her weight loss goal? Well, here is how her journey begins.
Because I live with her, but she travels most of the year. So Derrickis is there to help me do a lot while she's gone. But I don't want him to ever have to help me with this or ask anyone to do that. But it's already almost too hard for me to do all the time. So sometimes I think about just not doing it.
That is honestly just sad. Shiana hates everything about herself. She has so many sores on her body, and it's very difficult for her to scrub those places because of her size. Wow, how did she allow herself to get this big? That's crazy.
My legs and my feet disgust me the most about my body. They don't even seem human anymore. None of me does. So I don't even want to look at myself at all anymore because I'm embarrassed at what I've done to myself in my life. I'm 22 years old. I should be like in college.
The food is always there, but the body tends to always give up in the long run. Shiana is starting to understand this the hard way. She feels sad because her friends and mates are having so much fun in college, and she can't do that because she let food get the best of her life and body.
Did you eat?
No. Can you get me some burritos?
Okay.
And hash browns?
Okay. How many do you want?
4.
Okay.
4 burritos.
4 burritos and what?
6 hash browns.
Even her friend can't seem to get her to eat in controlled amounts. He says that anytime he gives her food in controlled potions, she is never satisfied with the food. He never wants to see her sad or unhappy, so he just gives her whatever she wants to eat. Very unhealthy decision, if you ask me.
And once I'm eating, I won't think about things that are sad.
How can I help?
Can I please have a large stuffed crust pepperoni pizza? The cinnamon bites thing.
There is no way she just ordered a large size of pizza after just eating 6 burritos. Is she being for real? How does she expect to lose weight if she eats like the world is coming to an end? Jeez, she needs to be on a leash. A diet is not going to solve her problem.
He wasn't easy to get along with, and I should have walked away years before, but we stayed together for a while.
My mom never really knew how bad things were between me and my dad. She knew some of it, but...
In a way, that kind of explains why she turned to food as her comfort. Her childhood is a very rough one. Her dad was very abusive, and the only way she could console herself from all his yelling was to eat anything she could find. Does food really solve anything?
Perspective was that I had food as my friend, so I didn't need anyone or anything else. So my weight gain continued and got even worse when I was a teenager. By the time I was in high school, I was already around 400 pounds. I just non-stop ate. I didn't care.
She dropped out of school? Damn. Seems like her childhood really did a number on her. Crazy thing is, she dropped out of school at the age of 16. What more could go wrong at this point? At least she had her mom for emotional support. Imagine if her mom was not around. Who knows what would have happened?
So things got really bad and I just shut off and was in this downward spiral until my mom came and got me.
After about a month of me not being able to contact her consistently without him interfering, I finally went up there.
First she had a horrible father, and now a boyfriend that was an addict? Oh my goodness. It's almost like the forces of evil in the world were against Shiana and her mother. I'm happy she was able to leave her ex-boyfriend and her mom was able to leave her dad. Except the result was that Shiana now weighs over 600 pounds.
No, oh, I miss you so much. Good?
So what's new?
Nothing. How are you?
I'm fine.
It's really beautiful to see Shiana and her mother get along so well, but her mom is worried sick about her daughter. She feels like if she does not cut down her eating habits, she might end up dead someday, and that would be the most heartbreaking thing for her. She needs to meet up with Dr. Now as soon as possible.
So if this truck isn't big enough, I'm not sure what my options are going to be to get to Houston and do this.
Yay! She was able to fit into the truck. To be honest, I wasn't sure she would be able to sit properly in the truck. She proved me wrong. Her weight loss journey seems to kick off on a pretty good note. Could I be wrong again? Let's leave that for Dr. Now to decide.
I'm scared.
Shauna?
But I don't know what he's going to say. So I'm just really afraid right now of what's going to happen. I just hope it's good and I get a chance, because I don't know what I weigh anymore.
That's not good at all. She weighs over 600 pounds. One thing I know is that Dr. Now is going to be hard on her. If she really wants to cut down all this weight and come back to her dream body, she has to put in the work.
Or depressed or something.
Okay, so use food to cope. So, Shiana, you need to learn how you're going to correct your eating habit, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, so we're going to start with the 1,200 calorie a day, high protein, low carb diet.
Haha. With that look, there is no way Shiana is going to meet that goal. The moment Dr. Now said that she has to lose 80 pounds in 2 months without snacking, she felt like she was about to go through her worst nightmare. If she wants to get there, she has to put in the work.
What I want to do is keep doing the diet I am now and make it enough. So I'm trying the hardest I can, but it's just not easy. It's been 2 months since my Dr. Now appointment, and I was supposed to be back for another one sometime last week, but I was too scared to go.
What? She can't find the papers with instructions on how to diet that Dr. Now gave her? She can't be serious. It's pretty obvious that she's being lazy with the whole thing. Pretty much explains why she is scared to talk to Dr. Now. He would be so disappointed in her.
If I called back and said I lost them?
Why should we get mad at you because you lost them?
I don't know, I just thought you'd get mad.
Well, if you didn't have the diet, then you didn't know what to do. So I'm guessing you wasted 2 months of time.
Oh, she had this coming. She finally decided to summon the courage to call Dr. Now, and he did not spare her one bit. But can you really blame him? She wasted 3 months and has still not been able to cut down any weight.
Hello. How y'all doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. And who is the partner with you?
My cousin Derek is.
Nice to meet you. All right, Shiana, it's 3 months later.
I'm as mad as Dr. Now is right now. She lost the papers again? What exactly does she want this time around? Let's not forget the fact that she still did not meet her target weight even after an extra month was given to her. If I were Dr. Now, I would give up on her for real.
And it doesn't seem to matter to you. You're in the world that doesn't exist. And you got like a cocoon around yourself, and you're not seeing the reality of what's going on, and you depend on everybody else to make those changes for you.
He isn't wrong, to be honest. It's her life, and no one is going to help her lose all this weight except herself. If she really wants to get it going, she better drop that lazy attitude and start to eat healthy.
So I'm hoping that I finally lost some weight and did it this time.
Shiana?
At my last weigh-in, I was 658, and the goal I have now from Dr. Now is to lose 50 pounds. So my weight number needs to be down to 608 to be at my goal.
Surprising. Honestly, I am speechless. She was able to eventually lose some weight. I'm impressed. I mean, it's not the weight Dr. Now wanted her to lose, but she was able to cut down a little. Let's see what the doc has to say.
Finally did, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'll see you later.
Thank you.
I'm glad to see Shiana had some weight loss in this time, and that she's moved down here to Houston.
And there you have it. The doc is proud that she was able to cut down some of her weight, but sadly, she still did not make it to her goal. Looks like she still needs to put in work before he approves for surgery. Wow. He did recommend that she see a therapist. Let's see how that's going.
Oh, when I was born, yes. Until I was 4.
Do you know what pulled your parents apart?
My dad's abusiveness.
Okay.
And him and her just not getting along.
Do you know if he was abusive to you?
Oh, he was. Really mental abusive and physically sometimes.
You got this. You're strong enough. You got this. Step down right in front of you. Let's do it. Focus on me.
Don't let me go, please.
Would you just come on?
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
I can't do it.
Are you serious? You wore yourself out. Because you wear yourself out crying.
What is the worst job someone who weighs over 600 pounds can have? Well, I will tell you, the worst job they can have is to get paid to eat on camera, but that is precisely what Samantha does for work. At this point, she is basically eating herself to the grave. Look at her and tell me you don't see a horrifying sight.
My life is so miserable now because I've let my weight get so out of control that I'm barely functioning. And it's getting harder and worse every single day. And I know I'm very close to becoming bedridden. So at this point, I wish my life was just a nightmare.
The room is empty because Samantha lives by herself in a one-bedroom apartment. She can hardly do anything on her own, and making it to the bathroom is a chore by itself. She is at a point where it is almost impossible for her to fit through the doors. Unlike LaToya, Samantha has to do everything herself because she does not have someone on hand to care for her.
I've had to go from bathing every day to about every 4 days because I have to work so hard to do it. But even on days when I push myself to do it, some areas I can't even reach. Without using a stick or something, I have to reach and poke and prod at myself. So it's so hard.
Her biggest fear is that someday she will get to a point where she won't even be able to take care of herself anymore, and that she might just wither away and that would be the end. How does she even make her food or eat in this condition? Well, she makes do, as you can see.
I have food delivery set up on a schedule starting in the morning. I have to have it brought to me because walking up and down stairs, I'm too weak to do that now. And I'm scared to admit that just walking across the apartment to get the food is almost more than I can handle. But instead of thinking about that, I just think about the food I'm about to eat and how full.
That is the awful thing about this condition. The bigger people get, the more they reach out for food for comfort, and the more food they reach out to, the bigger they get. It is a never-ending cycle of pain.
Because more than anything else, it's the feeling of being full that I love. Food is just so good to me. Food can fill me up and make me feel the most comfort that I've ever felt. It makes me feel like I'm at home and that I'm safe as long as I'm full and happy. Because food is a hug from the inside.
Samantha says that food has always been the most important thing in her life, and it is very easy to see why that is the case. Thankfully, Samantha has decided to do something with her life, and she has enlisted Doctor now to help her see how she can lose her excess weight. But first, she has to figure out how to get into Houston.
Which leg's coming first? There we go. Good. Come on. I'm sorry. Come on. Come on. One at a time. One more. Let's go.
You guys behind me have to get me.
Let's go.
These are scary.
That's all right. That's all right. We got you. We got you. Come on.
The firemen were extremely helpful, and she was able to get to the hospital on time. She stayed in the hospital for 6 weeks because she had so many health issues related to her weight. While she is in the hospital, Doctor now gets in contact with her through video call and checks on her.
No way you can survive long. And it sounds like your body is already giving out. So this is a very bad situation, Sam.
I know.
You say that, but you're still eating whatever you want. And as much as you can. And pretty soon you're gonna hit 1,000 pounds, huh?
I hope not. Every pound that I hear that is added, I'm a realist, and I just assume that if I keep going, my heart's gonna stop and it's not gonna come back.
Unfortunately, Sam has no plans right now, but she has to see Doctor now, and she has to lose weight if she has any plans of living a long life and being there for her daughter. Thankfully, Doctor now has a plan for her, but it will not be easy. He sends her a 1,200 calorie diet plan and tells her that if she follows it, she ought to lose enough weight to be able to see him.
I'm 36 and I've gotten to this point. It's terrifying. I'm just really scared. I'm overwhelmed right now. It's gonna be a lot of things in your life. I don't know what I am without food. I'm sorry.
No need to apologize. This isn't an easy process, and it's always scary to take the first steps to change like this.
It is 4 months later, and now Sam has been discharged from the hospital. She has only managed to lose 40 pounds. Things are still really hard for her, and she still needs a lot of help to move around.
Now with even how far I've come, I still hit my limit too quickly if I'm up. And then I have to have help if I don't want to end up on the floor and in pain. But we've made some big changes to make my life easy and to improve my living situation some. The biggest is that Bella helped me find a new apartment on the first floor and move my stuff into it, because trying to make it up a flight of stairs was killing me.
Sam is happy she is back from the hospital, but it means she is living on her own now, and she could start gaining much of the weight that she has lost. She says she has been following the diet, but sometimes it feels futile, and that is so easy to understand.
It's really hard to watch my mom like this.
It's so good it makes me want to cry.
Is it actually really that good?
It really is.
It breaks my heart seeing my mom just kind of lose mobility. I don't know how to describe my emotion today. I was excited for her to come home today, but I was also unsure because I feel like the best place for her right now is probably the hospital.
A month later, and now it is time for Sam to get her official weight check to see if she can get her surgery. She currently feels she has done enough to make that weight, as she has been starving herself to get there. Unfortunately, just after Samantha returned to the hospital for her weigh-in, a national quarantine in response to COVID was initiated. As a result, a gastric sleeve operation was done in a last-ditch effort to save her life.
We took a risk operating on you. However, I appreciate your confidence in us and me to have surgery.
Nobody would ever take a chance on me. I was always told I was too big.
Oh no.
So thank you for looking at me and saying, okay, maybe she can do it. Because I did it, and here we are. Look at that. Of course.
As you can see, things are really looking up for Sam. Hopefully, she can keep the weight off. Let us see what she weighs now.
Before you go,
we're
gonna weigh in. Let me see, this is the best way. Oh, okay. It says 280.2, so this is in kilogram. I'm just gonna do a quick calculation. Oh my God, look, 616 pounds. Good job.
Yay.
Wow.
Lupe is so fat that her fat literally almost choked her to death. That is right. She had to get a separate surgery to remove the excess fat from her neck so that she would not literally be strangled to death by her own flesh. Is there anything worse than living in fear of your own body? If there is, then it has to be the harrowing morning routine that Lupe goes through every morning.
Hey, time to get up. Get up now.
Being this overweight, everything I do is hard and it's a struggle. Things are so hard for me. I've lost motivation to do anything for myself. And my body's starting to break down. My weight is taking a toll on my heart, my kidneys, my liver, my legs. I'm in pain and I feel helpless, worthless.
Her weight has made her diabetic, and she has to take insulin shots in the morning. To make things worse, she has so much fat around her neck that it is literally suffocating her. She had to do a chin tuck before she got on My 600-Pound Life to solve that problem. But that is not her biggest problem.
It changed my entire life. So now my bed is my restroom, my place where I take a shower. Words can't even explain how much I hate being in this bed. I need to be taken care of 24/7 because I can't do anything for myself.
You feel bad?
Yeah. My husband Gilbert is my caretaker. He can't have a full-time job because he takes care of me all the time.
Can you imagine living like that? Lupe says she feels humiliated living this way. And who wouldn't? Having people take care of you, not because of some unfortunate disability, but because of obesity, is demoralizing in the worst ways. But despite this, Lupe cannot kick her unhealthy eating habits.
I lied to him and I told him I was like 200 pounds, but we got really close. And I told him, I'm gonna send you a picture of it. I understand if you never want to talk to me again.
Normally, I'm not attracted to big people. So when I saw the picture of Lupe, I was upset until she told me something that really hit me in the heart. She said that she was praying to God that he would send somebody to her that would be there for her, would take care of her, and be by her side. And I wanted to be that person for her.
Lupe is not blind to the fact that her eating habits are unhealthy, but she says food is her comfort, and she just has to have it. However, her husband needs her to lose weight so that he can have an actual relationship with her, and she needs to lose weight to avoid sudden death. So they go to speak to doctor. Now,
it's clear that Lupe is in very bad state. She's short of breath, she cannot walk, she cannot stand, she cannot move, she cannot breathe. But at her weight, any number of things could be creating a serious medical issue for her, and if we don't find it fast, it may be too late to save her.
wow, tough love, Dr. Now. But that is exactly what Lupe needs right about now, tough love. Dr. Now says that Lupe has basically been killing herself, and her husband has been helping her to do that. But isn't that the case with everyone on 600-Pound Life?
At her size, she's been consuming at least 20 to 30,000 calories a day. So we need to get her health under control immediately and turn the situation around with her husband.
I'm feeling very scared for her because we're really close to her, you know? I don't believe that she would have lasted much longer if she was still there, just laying in the bed.
Lupe is in very bad shape.
Well, let us see if Lupe will actually make those changes, because they are not easy. Going from consuming 30,000 calories a day to subsisting on just 1,200 calories per day takes near superhuman strength. Does Lupe have that strength?
He wanted me to lose 50 pounds this past month. I'm just hoping I've done it, or that I'm at least close enough for him to approve me for surgery.
This situation may be comical, but it is literally life and death. The more strain she puts her heart under, the likelier it is she suffers some attack that puts an end to her journey.
So we're calling an emergency crew to help her get up immediately, because she can easily go to cardiac arrest and there'll be nothing we can do about it. So they need to act fast.
How's it going, ma'am? Did you fall down?
She got stuck in the toilet.
I don't want to fall and hurt myself.
Okay, then we're gonna go ahead and get the fire truck out here, okay, and just to help us out.
Just get me off the toilet.
It is hard, but Lupe eventually does it. Now, let us see how much weight she has lost since she last saw Dr. Now.
All right. Everybody else hands off of it. That's 128 pounds you lost now. That's great. The first day she got here, she couldn't even stand. Now she's making progress. So I'm gonna go ahead and send you home today. And for the next 2 months, I want you to lose another 75 pounds. Take this seriously if you want to get approved for weight loss surgery, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Great work, Lupe! But as Dr. Now says, she is not done yet. She has to go below the 500-pound mark if she wants to get that weight loss surgery. Interestingly, Dr. Now says that Lupe might have been able to lose all that weight because her husband was not with her. It is ironic that her caregiver might be the reason she even needs a caregiver, but it is possibly true.
After being in the clinic and having that fear that I'm about to see my weight and it's not going to be low enough, I realized how hard I need to be working for this. I still can't really walk, so I'm just moving as much as I possibly can in my bed. I feel like I made a lot of progress these past 2 months, but I started to fall away at the end.
Okay. Wait.
So I need to make up for that time, in case it took me so off course.
Thankfully, Lupe was eventually approved for a gastric sleeve procedure after working hard at losing her weight. But there is another problem. She cannot walk on her own despite her massive weight loss.
Hey, Lupe, so let me just check and see how your leg is doing. The feeling down here is normal?
Yeah, when I stand up, I can feel like that right now.
Okay, but the fact that she's willing to try is a good sign. So we'll address this issue as you start losing some more weight, okay? And she stuck to her reduced diet, and she's still losing weight.
This was a roller coaster ride for Dr. Nauzaradan. The Assanti brothers had a love-hate kind of relationship. Justin was fed up with Steven's behavior. She felt his elder brother was not going to change, and there was no point in trying to save someone who didn't want to get better. Dr. Nauzaradan even referred to Steven's situation as one of the hardest and toughest he had ever come across in all of his life.
This looks really yummy.
His brother Justin is over 600 pounds, and he's also coming with him.
Steven's never gonna change. Even before he was on the drugs, he was still a bad person.
So it sounds like we may be facing the hardest challenge.
Steven's father had reached out to several local hospitals, and all of them told him that his son's condition was one they couldn't handle. He wasn't only weighing over 600 pounds, but had a psychological disorder as well. After spending over 3 days on the road, they were finally able to arrive at Dr. Nauzaradan Hospital.
I'm in a lot of pain, and I could really use some pain medicine.
Steven is asking for pain medication, and his body language shows that he really wants it. So we are dealing with a very addictive and pathological personality here. Justin's social anxiety is very advanced. First of all, we got all the lab work back, and everything look okay. He's looking us in us through the camera.
Steven's condition was so bad to the extent that his brother didn't want to be anywhere near him. Steven's condition had taken a toll on the entire family, and no one felt happy being around him. His behavior in the hospital was nothing short of disruptive and manipulative.
I need somebody in my room immediately. I have been waiting. I want this light off. It's ridiculous what I have to do to get people to respond around here.
We're starting to develop some issues with Steven. A lot of his pathological behavior started to come out. You're done here. Unless you have an emergency, you will not be admitted back.
Please, I want
To make things worse, Steven had gotten addicted to pain medications. At any chance he got, he would lie, claiming that he was in so much pain when, in the actual sense, all he wanted were pain medications, and that just didn't sit right with Dr. Nauzaradan. His situation just kept going from bad to worse. It's unbelievable.
Steven is abusing the system to get painkillers. And that behavior is not acceptable, because right now his addiction to pain medication is going to kill him. Steven, you're lying about everything you're doing, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm suspending you from the weight loss program, and you're going from here to a drug addiction program.
Justin moved on with his life. For him, it felt like a dream coming true, because he was finally able to open his dream store without having to worry about his brother. Back when they stayed together, Steven would constantly bully and manipulate him into doing things he didn't want to do, and it was just awful.
I'm really excited today because we are finally opening up my hobby store.
This is a big deal for Justin. And with Steven no longer here to bully Justin all day long, he's leaving his room more, and he's made 2 good friends already.
A little bit of spray paint, you should be all golden.
Feels really good to start a career in a business like this. Since Steven left, things have been better here. I don't really like him much because he's a big bully that just tortured me all day. So I'm happy with how things are.
After checking out of rehab, he went back to his default setting and kept calling the hospital emergency room so they could give him some pain medication. It was obvious he had made 0 progress with his pain medication addiction, and that only got Dr. Nauzaradan upset. Steven became the most dysfunctional patient Dr. Nauzaradan had ever seen.
Steven thinks he can come here and try to get some painkillers. Then I'm going to adjust his perspective on things. Your days of manipulating the system and getting painkillers are over. Get that to your head, because if you don't, you're going to end up either dead or in jail.
Finally, Steven started to respond to treatment, and for a while, things started to look very promising. Justin saw how much progress his brother was making and was inspired to start his own weight loss journey.
I think when you come down here and I check your weight, then hopefully when I see you, you'll be under 560, okay?
I've adjusted my diet a good bit. So I'm hoping I lost 60, 70 pounds. And I'm hoping that I get approved for my surgery.
You gained 43 pounds in past year.
Yeah.
Justin hasn't been honest with me or himself this past year about his eating habits.
I think it was a mistake for me to come down.
Stephen was making a lot of progress, and it was honestly very surprising considering how he started. He was doing it all by himself, as he had no one by his side while he tried to lose weight. But one thing was for sure, it wasn't so easy for him to push through without his pain medications.
Things happen in life we can't explain, I guess. Things just happen. I'm still working on getting my life together. And it's just so hard without painkillers, especially since I really don't have anyone to take care of me. But I've been learning to take care of myself, and I've gotten pretty good at it. And cleaning up helps me get a little exercise too. So right now, I'm just cleaning up a little and trying to make the place more relaxing.
After months of not speaking to Dr. Nauzaradin, Justin finally decided to reach out and tell the doctor how much progress he had made while he was away. He was so focused on building his dream store that he felt there was no point coming into the hospital since he was already losing so much weight.
I'll have you come with me into the exam room. We'll get some vitals off you.
I thought as much as the weight I was supposed to lose to get to the goal he gave me. That amount of weight loss is good enough for me. I feel really good right now. I called Dr. Now to tell him my weight.
Call him. You have to call him.
Hello, Dr. Now.
Hi, Justin. How are you today?
I'm good today.
All right, so what's going on? Did you have your weight check and you go to clinic?
Yes, I did.
So what is your weight doing?
My weight is 432 right now.
Whose turn it was to reach out to Dr. Nauzaradin. After 2 years of dropping out of the Dr. Nauzaradin weight loss program, Stephen decided to talk to the doctor about the progress he had made and how he was coping with his medication addiction.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Steve, how you doing?
All right, how are you doing?
I'm doing well. It's been about 2 years since I'm looking at your chart since I saw you. Last I saw you, 550 pounds. So how you doing?
I'm all right. I've regained a bit. I'm about in that area still, so.
So what is your weight now?
About what you said. It's about like 518.
Dr. Nauzaradin advised Stephen that he wasn't going to force him to continue the program because it was pretty obvious he wasn't making so much progress all by himself. But if he ever wanted to resume the program, he was always welcome and would be received with open arms.
All right, Stephen, but if you plan to come back here, I already explained that to you. At this point, it's up to you to start turning things around and losing weight. You think you can do that?
I can certainly try, yes, yeah.
Is that your dad is still calling that pizza for you?
Yeah, sometimes he is, yeah. Most of the time.
And so things haven't changed with that, huh?
And as far as my brother, I haven't heard from him at all.
This wasn't the typical situation with people losing weight. Trust me, it wasn't just one person who was trying to lose a ton of weight, but the entire family. The Perrio family altogether weighed over 1,000 pounds, and trust me, they needed to lose all that weight as soon as they could. Their journey began like this.
Hi, my name is Shiana Perrio. I'm currently 783 pounds, maybe a little bit more.
My name is Brandi Perrio. My weight is about between 600 and 650.
My name is Clarence Perrio. I'm the oldest brother of Brandi and Rashonda. I'm not quite as big as them, but I'm big, you know.
We've been to doctors over the years who told us there's nothing they can do to help us.
For them to get any form of surgery done, they were all instructed by the doctor to lose a certain amount of weight each. Without meeting their weight loss target, they were going to be rejected for surgery.
Which is 487 today.
I needs to get below 465. Dr. Now give me a goal under 600 pounds.
I want you all to meet Dr. Eder. He is going to assist me with your all's case.
Okay.
Brandi, I'm approving you today for weight loss surgery. But Rashonda, you gained half of the weight you lost. Today we are doing a gastric sleeve procedure on Brandi. All right?
After her surgery, Brandi was doing pretty okay and was able to maintain her current weight and not throw all her effort in the bin. Her sister, Rashonda, on the other hand, couldn't meet her target to get her surgery done.
Okay, Brandi, we are discharging you today. Hopefully, Brandi not eating much will influence Rashonda to eat less right now.
Well, I know we're going to be able to do this together. Our life depends on this. I should be at about 661 today. I should be down to at least 434 today.
I'm glad Brandi is staying on track, but I'm very concerned about Rashonda because she needs to start working through issues that are driving her to eat.
This time around, the entire family came to check on their weight loss progress at the hospital. Their brother Clarence had already lost enough weight to allow him to have his surgery, so without thinking twice, he had his surgery.
Clarence, you've been working hard on your own. So if you feel like you're ready, I'm approving you for weight loss surgery.
Thank you, sir.
Today we're performing a gastric sleeve on Clarence.
Clarence surgery went very well, so we'll get him to recovery.
Their situation took a turn for the worst at their next doctor's appointment. Instead of meeting their targets and losing as much weight as they could, they all started to gain more weight, and it was even more difficult for Rashonda because she was the only one out of her siblings who hadn't done her surgery.
But unfortunately, it doesn't look like y'all's weight stayed on track. Because Brandi, you gained 24 pounds, and Clarence, you gained 10 pounds, and Rashonda, you gained 21 pounds. So all of you going back in the wrong direction.
Rashonda was devastated by the news that she didn't meet up with her target to get her surgery done. I mean, both of her siblings had done theirs, so what exactly was going on? She claimed her energy level was different, and it wasn't so easy for her to lose weight the way her siblings did.
I'm really glad to be getting my weight loss surgery, but I'm still really nervous because I know I'm high risk and that anything could happen. But I'm not letting that shake me.
You guys can step out.
Because I know without this, I don't have much of a chance to be around for my future. So I'm having faith this would be a new start that I needed.
Everyone had finally been able to move on from the surgery phase. Rashonda had a successful surgery, and she was on her way to healing just fine. With all three siblings happy and proud of how far they had come, they decided to have a little get-together to celebrate their progress with their loved ones.
To have some fun and enjoy more of the life we have now, where we can start to party and live again. So I'm really excited about that. I'm just a little nervous being in front of everyone and seeing me.
Nothing good really lasts forever, right? After celebrating with their family, their journey was about to stop. Physically, everything seemed great, and it loomed like they had made so much progress. But psychologically, that was a different ballgame.
Hey.
Hi, guys. Good.
Nice to meet you.
Clarence, I don't think we've met.
No, ma'am. Nice to meet you.
Nice
finally.
to meet you as well. So I'm hearing you say you've lost focus.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I'm trying to get back on it right now.
Okay. And Ro, what about you?
For the past couple of months, I've been stuck in a place where I just want to eat outside my diet and mostly junk food. Like, I don't want to do it. It happens. Like, I say I'm not going to do it, and I still do it.
The therapy session turned into a total nightmare. The Perrio family was able to get through the phase of having to get their surgeries done, but when it came to the emotional aspect of trying to connect as a family, they were just not there yet.
Clarence, have a seat, please. Let me say something. Let me say something. Let me say something. No. The goal of today's session was to assist the family with getting back on track. The Perrio's family has a significant amount of trauma and pathology, and Clarence has always been resistant.
They all decided to go solo in trying to lose weight. They felt being together wasn't going to help them achieve their goals, and they had to disconnect and try to figure out what worked best for them. They came this far. I bet they could even go further.
After therapy, we came back home and all took a beat to calm down and then talked about everything and what we want to do. Because I think we're all getting to a place where we're starting to see the road ahead in different ways now.
And just do it now on my own because I know I'm good where I'm at.
Oh, he did it. Recently, I've been getting more offers to perform my music around the state in places like Mississippi and Georgia, because I've been working hard to get myself out there.
Kandi and Brandi were born on the same day and could very well die on the same day because they currently weigh over 1,000 pounds combined. The twins have gained that weight together through mutually harmful eating behaviors, but now they plan to lose it. But it isn't so easy, and chances are they will continue their slow trek towards death before they lose any of the weight.
I have an absolutely miserable life. We're getting so big, we can barely take care of each other. Everything's a burden. Makes me hate myself. I don't want to have to rely on anybody else. We know that it's getting close to our final days and we need to stop it before we get any worse. But it's hard to stop. It's an addiction.
Both siblings live with their mother, and to a large extent, you could say she is a contributing factor to their problem. She used to drink a lot, and for her, it felt like a coping mechanism to deal with the daily stress of life. But one thing she didn't frown at was the fact that her kids never said no to food.
I tried to stay a part of their lives, and they told me if I stopped drinking, they'd stop with the food. But I can't break my cycle, and they can't break theirs.
Grandma, hi, how are you?
I know you're afraid to go see Dr. Now because that means that you would have to live in Houston. And I'm here to help you emotionally and financially.
I love you.
I love you too.
Amazing.
After spending 3 days on the road, they finally made it to Dr. Nauseraden's hospital, where they had to check how much they weighed to determine if they were qualified to get their surgeries done. The doctor noticed that their issue was that whenever they felt any type of emotion, either happy or sad, their solution was always to eat. Sad.
Kandi and Brandi hide and go to food together. Breaking a dynamic like this is hard. But as twins, this is going to be much harder to address.
We've been doing everything we can to follow the doctor's diet.
Just a little extra cheese here. I'm kind of a cheese person.
My sister and I have worked really hard this past month. We need this surgery more than anything.
That was impressive, but now they were faced with two separate problems. Kandi was at risk of heart failure because her body was abnormally adding weight and she wasn't helping her condition because she was always eating. Brandi, on the other hand, had a different story.
Kandi, your EKG was abnormal. If you continue not to lose weight, your heart failure is going to be imminent. Brandi, because of your lack of progress, I'm not approving you for surgery.
The twins knew what needed to be done. The question was, were they ready to do it? Well, the answer is yes. They took some time away from the hospital to try and see if they could meet the requirements for their surgeries. By the time they got back to the hospital, even they were shocked by how much weight they had lost over the last couple of months.
288.
I can't believe I'm below 300. That's awesome. I'm glad to see all that progress for Kandi. Hopefully that means I did the same. I've been feeling a little run down and sick lately, so sticking to the diet hasn't been an issue. I was at 337 last time, so if I hit my goal, that means I should be at or below 277.
261.
That's incredible.
Dr. Nauseraden's assessment of them didn't go as well as they had hoped it would. Brandi was immediately cleared to proceed with getting the surgery done, but Brandi needed to lose an extra 30 pounds before surgery so she wouldn't have any complications while being operated on in the surgery room.
You have a bit more fat with your excess skin. So what would be the best is if you lose another 30 pounds before your surgery, and we do Brandi's surgery first, okay? So Brandi, I'm approving you for your excess skin removal surgery today. And Kandi, I want you to lose weight while your sister recovers. And if you do that, once she's healed, we'll do your surgery, okay?
As they both prepare and spend some time with each other before the days of surgery, something unexpected happens to Brandi. She had always dreamed of wanting to live her life and go on dates with people, but she couldn't do any of that because of how she looked. And now the pregnancy bomb drops.
I took a pregnancy test, and Kandi and I have been waiting to see what it says, and the test just showed a positive. So I'm pregnant.
It's positive.
It already said it? I don't know what to do, and I'm so scared right now. Obviously, that means I can't move ahead with my skin removal, and I don't know what it means for my weight loss, and if I'm going to be able to even stay on Dr. Now's program, so I'm really upset.
After having an emotional breakdown, they decided to visit Dr. Nauseraden to discuss the new issue and determine if the surgery could still be done. They were so overwhelmed by the situation that their mother had to come with them to see the doctor. Brandi got another heartbreaking piece of news.
I'm pregnant.
You think you're pregnant, or are you sure you're pregnant?
I am.
Yeah, that's good reason not to have surgery. So this was unplanned pregnancy?
Very.
Are you happy about it? If the father knows about pregnancy, he is going to be involved in the process? Okay, you have a lot on your shoulders right now because there's a lot of unknown in the picture.
Kandi went on to have his surgery, and it was a resounding success. 4 weeks in, and he was already looking like a totally different person. All he felt were the after effects of the surgery, but aside from that, he was good to go. He had to move to another state with his sister. He didn't want to leave her alone, especially with her new situation.
I haven't had any issues aside from the pain that's part of an operation like I had, and I'm getting used to having all the extra skin off my body because I don't think I've ever had one. But now that I'm just about recovered, I've decided to go back to Washington with Brandi. And we're starting the packing process now because we know it's going to take a while. We're planning on moving in 5 or 6 weeks or so.
Dr. Nauseraden was happy with the progress the twins had made. He was willing to work with them, even after Brandi's pregnancy. He wished them well and couldn't wait to see them again. I guess if you put in the work, it eventually pays off.
We'll come back, and you're going to have to be prepared for it. So when you go back home, first thing you want to do is get a scale. Because both of you are small enough to use a normal scale now.
It's a good change.
But Kandi, make sure that you're losing at least 2 pounds a week. And definitely that's going to be a goal for you. All right? I hope to see you both soon. And I'm proud of both of you.
Thank you. Thank you for your help.
Good luck with the baby and send me a picture.
I will. Thank you. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. Have a good trip.
Bye.
Bye-bye.